How's it? I'm Mel. Poppy's in the background, so apologize for the random screaming. I was just on here to let you know I got my, subscription box for my succulents. There's their information. Can you see it? Okay, so let's bust it open. Ooh, I am not good at this. Ooh, okay, so I got two of them. It came in differently this time. Last time it was horizontal and now it's vertical. See, it says hi. Okay, so it looks like I got an octopus agave and a string of buttons. So, octopus agave, I am a beautiful, slow-growing succulent that grows long gray-green leaves. When they start curving, they are said to resemble octopus tentacles. I'm the perfect set-it-and-forget-it plant. Set me in a spot where I'll get a day's worth of partial to full sun and I'll be happy. I only need water once a month. That's me. And keep me out of reach of curious kids or pets, as my sap is dangerous. And should not be touched or ingested. So this is going to be a plant that is on a high shelf. Okay. And then the string of buttons. Native to South Africa, I get my name from the flat bunches of leaves on my stems that look like little buttons. While I'm young, my stems will stand up straight, but as I grow, they'll become pendant, making me a great addition to a hanging basket. Ooh. I grow relatively quickly, crave well-draining soil and full sun, and I appreciate partial midday shade in hot summer climates. So that's exciting. And then at the end, I'll also get my other two plants, Megan and Copper, and I will show you guys. So let's bust this one open. There's lots of dirt. All right. Oh, that's so cute. It's a string of buttons. So it's just little. And then this is the octopus agave, right? Yes, cool. Oh, look how big it is already. That's awesome. So this one's gonna have to go high, probably in my windowsill. So I'm not gonna replant them right now because I did in the last video, and I honestly am not prepared. I just kind of got home from work, ran to the dollar store, and then I checked my mail and this was in it. So I was like, I need to open it and see because it's been so long. So I will also add a craft to the end of this. So let me go get Copper and Megan. All right. So here's Copper. I did switch her. No, this is Megan. Sorry. I did switch her container because I had another one that needed to be transferred, and so I put it and another one to a strainer, and I put this one, I put Megan in this one. And so a bunch of her leaves have fell off when I opened it, but it looks like there's a new growth right there, as well as here, so that's awesome. And then some of her petals are growing pink. This is the side that the window's on mainly, but then here's the other side that they're turning pink. Oh, and then I'm trying to propagate another succulent I have, which is just trying to grow a new one. I honestly don't know how it's going. I just followed some YouTube tutorials and I'm hoping it works. And then here is Copper. So she's missing some leaves too, but she was actually about that big when I got her, like right where that first, like where it's bald. And so she's grown quite a bit that I had to put a toothpick in there to stand her up. So that's kind of cool that she's growing. You guys can see that they're growing. It shows that the stuff works, you know, that they're not just fake little plants. So yeah, I will probably bring up in my next video, I'll probably get a picture at least of the new plants. Think of some names for me for these. Ooh. And yeah, put them in the comments below. Poppy, you want to say hi? Here's Poe. Say hi. All right, stay tuned for that quick craft video that I made everything from the dollar store. It's a reverse canvas art pretty much, so yeah. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, so I got a 4x6 canvas from the dollar store, and at first I was going to try and save the canvas by just taking out the staples from the back of the canvas, but it wasn't working. So I just decided to go in there and rip it off. As you could see, it wasn't easy, but I ended up being successful in the end, so yay for me. Just ripping it off, and if you're stronger than me, go ahead and save the canvas and maybe use it for something else. But I just wanted to use the frame. So that's that. Next, I had some brown paint in my stash, and I just painted the outside, front, and inside of the frame. You can also use a stain, but I liked this light brown color, and it's what I had on hand. Didn't want to go out or anything. So that made it nice and quick, and I only did one layer. Then I got some big fat popsicle sticks and measured out so that it would cover the back of the canvas frame. And I love these at the dollar store, but they are very rare pickings. When I find them, I grab at least 2 packs. And what I did is I got them lined up and put a big popsicle stick across the back so it would stick together. Some of them do bow, so if you're not picky, then you can just lay out whatever you have. But I was being picky, so just get some hot glue and put it across the back. I also got a smaller popsicle stick and put it on the opposite direction of the big one to kind of make sure everything stayed in its place. Next, I got some white craft paint from Hobby Lobby that I had on stash again, and just painted the popsicle sticks white. Kind of to resemble a picket fence or something like that. I wanted the contrast. Whatever floats your boat, you can paint it whatever color you want. You can paint it pink, red, whatever. And I believe I did about 2 coats on this. Depending on how thick your paint is, depends on how many coats you have to do. Sometimes the wood color does seep through, so I did do about 2 coats on this. I had finally found some wood letters at the dollar store, so I decided to do something simple. I didn't have much room on the picture, so I did something that would relate to everybody, so I chose the word hi. And as you can see, I can't spell. Anyway, so what I did is I made sure it's fit in the space I wanted it to, and then painted it this beautiful bluish teal color that I also got from Hobby Lobby, and I painted it on the letters. I also used a broken popsicle stick to kind of hold the letters down as I painted. I didn't want any of the blue to get on my fingers, so when I touched anything else, like the white popsicle sticks, I didn't want it to transfer. Also, make sure to get the sides of the letters because you will be able to see those when you glue them onto your popsicle sticks. I had this heart from Valentine's Day, and I just peeled the sticker off the back and I painted it red. I love hearts, and I thought it would look really cute on the picture. Just got a little bit of red and slapped it on there. And now for the final product. What I did is just made sure that everything fit how I wanted it to before I put anything in its permanent place. So I just kind of messed around, made sure that the backing is the way I wanted it, and then I put some hot glue on both sides. Now you can use E6000 for this, but I didn't have any of that. I just had some hot glue and I used that to stick it in place, and it stayed really well. And just be careful when you do this because hot glue does burn, and if it seeps through, it's not fun. And then I just got the letters and the hearts and I placed them where I wanted them to, again, just before I made it permanent. And then I hot glued those in place. I always start on the outside and work my way in, but that's just me. Do you do that, or do you go from the inside out? Comment in the section below. And there you have it, you guys. A cute little Dollar Tree sign that cost me $4 in total. And it's super cute. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.